Hey everybody, Toys of Arkham here. I'm back with another review of a 1/6 scale figure, and this is of the Prank Villain, and that is made by Mars Toys. Of course, Prank Villain here is the Joker from the 1966 classic Batman series, and this is the Joker as played by Cesar Romero. If I'm being honest, I don't know much about Cesar Romero, and I have limited knowledge of the 1966 television series. I have watched the movie recently, and I do, appreciate the kind of tongue-in-cheek approach to the Batman characters that was played out in that movie, and it is a fun movie. And I do have, I suppose, memories of when I was a kid watching the 66 TV series as well. But I was much more of a, I suppose, a Tim Burton, Michael Keaton Batman fan as I grew up than this particular Batman. Batman television series. But when I saw this figure come out, although I don't have the 66 Batman or Robin, I did really like this. I love the Joker character, and I just thought as far as figures go, this was really impressive from what I saw. So I had to get it in hand when I had the opportunity. And first impressions, I mean, Hot Toys quality is well known in the 1/6 collecting community, and you can recognize it from the packaging to the tailoring to the quality of the body of the figure itself, the paintwork on the sculpt and everything else. But this is obviously an unlicensed third-party figure, and my expectations were not that it would be Hot Toys quality. But I have to say, when I was unpacking this out of the box, this could easily be a Hot Toys figure. It has absolutely everything you would expect from a Hot Toys figure, and it has the attention to detail, the tailoring, and the paint applications. So I'll go talk about that in more detail, obviously, but first things first is the box. The only thing is the box isn't the best cardboard. It's not the hard cardboard you'd get from a Hot Toys box, but nonetheless, I don't really buy figures for the boxes necessarily, but it is nice artwork, has Prank Villain written there. See what I mean? It's not the best quality. I obviously tore it accidentally there even as I opened it. Nice images at the back, shows you the figure itself in some nice poses. This actor actually is someone that, as far as playing the Joker goes, he never shaved his mustache off and always had his face paint over it. And interestingly, in this figure, you can see in the sculpt how that comes true. They left the mustache on. But again, we'll talk about that in just a second. So in terms of accessories, it comes with this window frame. I've seen people use this to pull off some great poses. It comes with this called Big Ben Distillery Total Dehydrator. I'm not sure, I think this may have been used in the movie. But as far as accessories go, especially this one, they really went above and beyond. Like, I always think when it comes to these figure manufacturers, I mean, thinking about it from a business perspective, this was a big undertaking to sculpt and paint, and they did it. In fairness, they carried out a fan service that probably for the purposes of making a profit and making the figure and selling the figure, it probably wasn't required, but they went ahead and did it anyway. So, and it's done really, really well. It even has proper straps to put on his back, and it's painted very well. I mean, really, it's top quality. I'm not sure if I'd ever use it, but I almost feel like I owe it to them to use it, given the quality they've incorporated into this. And there's also a pair of board shorts, surfing shorts, and that I think comes from the surfing scene in the movie. And there's these bunch of flowers that actually I think we got that with the Joaquin Phoenix Joker, something like that. Although this company, Mars Toys, a lot of these third-party companies, they seem to swap their names out. They could be Dark Toys one day, Mars Toys another. I think they're all more or less the same company with different names. Then there's this kind of a mask to go over his face, obviously. And all these hands, I mean, hands and hands and hands, and they're sculpted really well, painted really well. And think of the options you have with various poses, expressing himself with these open hands, pointed fingers, and they're all gloved obviously, but they look amazing. I've seen people pose this guy up into super natural movement poses, and as with all my reviews, unfortunately I won't be doing that, but it can be done, trust me, I've seen it done. So let's have a look at the first sculpt, and he has a very surprised, shocked look on his face. You can see the texture here on the skin, looks very real. Again, you see that mustache coming through on the face paint, nice paint around the mouth, and that wide open eyes expression, the look of shock, and the eyes have a really good sheen off them to make them look very realistic. In terms of the sculpt and the hair, it's very nice, very natural. The paint application is excellent. You can see the fade of the paint perhaps off his collar makes it look quite realistic. There is an ever so slight seam there, unfortunately, in the sculpt, but I wouldn't knock points for that. Excellent sculpt. And again, this comes with 3 head sculpts when you include the one it comes with on the body. So, you know, great value for money. Like, that's what you'd get with a DX Hot Toys. So this is quite a big smile, big, almost a nasty grin, like he got his way. He's celebrating, he's laughing, he's like, look what I got you to do now, Batman. Like, it's very, you can see what expression they were trying to pull off here, and it was done to perfection, executed really well. And again, in a very realistic sculpt that looks very, very authentic. And from the lines underneath his chin to the texture on his skin, again, you see the mustache coming through, the teeth look very real, the eyes have a glisten in them, and nice paintwork all across the hair as well. So top quality here. Honestly, this is a fantastic figure. Now, the base as well, really cool. They have the classic Batman symbol, the Joker. Joker is written on it. It has a kind of a purple cover on it. The shoes are quite basic, but the fabric they're using on this costume is really nice. It really rests very well, or sits very well on him, and looks very natural. I like the design, the pinstripe, real vibrant pink. It's really nice. And you have the waistcoat here, and then this really nice green shirt with kind of what would you call them, lapels? Or no, the lapels are what these are called on the coat. But anyway, kind of wrinkles. Looks very nice. So, and again, tailoring is 10 out of 10 here. Sits really well on him, really well. So I'll just zoom out here a little bit. Excellent. So the face sculpt here on this, a look of surprise and a grin as well. Again, you see the texture is excellent, the paintwork is excellent, the face paint looks very natural, nice green hair on the sculpt. It's just a really good, really good figure. Look at that, that's stunning. Lovely, very realistic tailoring. I'll just spin him around here because from the back and at the sides, he looks incredible too. He's got the tails. That jacket is just tailored really well. Super. Sits really well on him. Suits you, sir. Yeah, no, it's excellent. It's got the buttons as well on the sleeves and on the back. Spin them around again. Buttons down the side here. Back again. Yeah. Really, really amazing. Honestly, this is a 10 out of 10 figure. I would highly recommend this. This is a figure that I think if you miss out on it, you'll regret it. I think they're bringing out another version of him, but this is the classic look. This is the one you want. And you know, Mars Toys, I've never had anything in terms of them in my collection, none of their figures, and I've had no experience with them in the past, and I'm really impressed. I'll be keeping an eye on this company with regards to whatever they put out from now on. If they can match this sort of quality going forward, given the price that I paid for this, I have to say they're a company to watch. Incredible. And it's great to see a company bring out characters that Hot Toys have ignored to do, and benefit from that. So if you live in Ireland, this is available from a shop on Capel Street called Heroes Cafe. I would highly recommend them, and even for figures that you can't get and you want, they will source them for you and get them in at a reasonable price as well. And they do have more of these available should you wish to acquire him. So that concludes my review. I hope you enjoyed it. And please like, comment, and subscribe if you want. I would like to hear from you. Tell me what you think of this guy. Is it something you'd consider picking up, even if you don't have any of the other figures from the 1966 series? Would you add him to your Joker collection? That's what I did, and I don't regret it. So let me hear what you have to say about this, and I'll get back to you. Okay, take care, guys. Bye bye.